Marisa, I cannot believe this day is finally here. I'm so excited to become your husband in front of all your family and friends. As I sit here, awaiting our wedding celebration, I can't help but think back to all the amazing times we've had together. From our trip to Seattle, my first time in Puerto Rico, visits to my parents' cabin, and the once-in-a-lifetime vacation we had in Greece. And while I remember those trips, I also remember the moments that may at first seem less remarkable. The long car rides together back and forth to Ann Arbor, the date nights in New York planning our lives together, and even the lazy weekends in our apartments. The moments when there was no one else around and nothing for us to do. The moments when I got all of you to myself and slowly learned all of the things that make you such an incredible person. With each of these moments, with each new thing I learn about you, I fall deeper and deeper in love with you.
My dearest Joshua, today, standing in front of friends and family on our wedding day, I will promise to love you for the rest of my life. And while the idea of having that many eyes on me makes me a bit nervous, promising to be forever yours is the easiest decision of my life. Now, generally, I hate making decisions, as you know. So why is this decision so easy? You. You are the reason why I have no hesitation about making this monumental decision today. I promise to continue to love you, to support you, to honor you. I promise to challenge you, question you, help you grow. I promise to face any issues or problems as our issues and our problems to work through together. Team Misa and Josh forever.
Marisa, I love you more with every day that passes, with every success we achieve and every challenge we overcome. I love you more than I knew possible, and I will love you until my last breath. Your soon-to-be husband, Joshua.
Let's make time together. Need it now more than ever.
Do you, Josh, solemnly declare that you take Marisa to be your spouse?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, and cherish her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
As a symbol of your promise to Marisa, you may place the ring on her finger.
Let's make time together. Need it now more than ever.
Do you, Marisa, solemnly declare that you take Josh to be your spouse?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, and cherish him for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
As a symbol of your promise to Josh, you may place the ring on his finger.
I'll tell you one little story that means everything about Marisa. We got to a birthday party a little late because I am a working mom, and I felt badly about it because there was a comedian or a clown or somebody performing, and the children were all sitting in a circle, and I'm gingerly trying to get into the room and stay in the back so that we're not noticed. But my daughter Marisa sits in the middle of the circle, and she goes, "Hello, everybody, I'm Marisa." And I knew that was somebody I didn't have to worry about too much.
While I have always been introverted and cautious, Marisa has been outgoing and adventurous. She doesn't like to complicate things. She enjoys the simpler things in life, like reality TV and copious amounts of candy. Marisa also uses a lot of self-deprecating humor to make people feel comfortable. And from what I've heard from her closest friends, they only feel uplifted and fulfilled after speaking with her. But don't let this laid-back, Mercury is in retrograde persona Marisa has fool you. Because underneath lies an extremely ambitious, intelligent, and motivated woman. She is a truly independent woman who did not need a man, but she chose to share her life with this man who supported her career, even when pursuing it required them to be 600 miles apart for 3 years. This marriage we are celebrating tonight was built on their unwavering devotion to one another.
As one might imagine, the father of the bride experiences a myriad of emotion on his daughter's wedding day.
Oh, look beautiful. say yes to that dress. You look beautiful.
On one hand, I am overwhelmed and proud of the beautiful vision in white, who gracefully and confidently strolled down the aisle to greet the man she has chosen to marry.
You look so handsome. You look beautiful, honey. Oh, that's really nice.
On the other hand, I cannot forget the little girl who devoured 2 baskets of Easter candy and then gracefully and confidently threw up all over her sister Megan. Objectively speaking, Marisa is an extraordinary woman. She is beautiful and brilliant. Thank God for her mother's genes. She is accomplished, clever, and funny.
As Marisa came around more and more, we saw why Josh spent time with her. Marisa clicked with my sister and wife, and it's been amazing to watch her be a part of everything we do together. Marisa and Josh being together is an absolutely amazing match.
This is what I know about Marisa. I know that she is a kind, generous, selfless, gracious, and lovely young woman. Those of you who know her know that I am right.
I had met Joshua several times. I knew him by certain descriptors like super nice, supportive, kind, and understanding. The guy cooks, cleans, irons, and does laundry. He shops at Wegmans. I know these are talents that would sell any father on such a man. Marisa took one giant step forward to seal the deal. One night, Marisa turned to me and said, "Josh really likes the movie Jeremiah Johnson."
So as siblings, Josh and I couldn't be more different. We fought pretty much on any topic you could imagine. Regularly argued about who is smarter, stronger, more athletic. Arguments that became more and more difficult for me once he got into Hopkins and started playing college football. It was hard to admit it, but he's definitely better at being an adult than I was. I've had to text him every time I put a suit on to make sure the shirt and tie matched. Literally including last night when I was trying to get ready for his rehearsal dinner.
I have learned that family is central to Josh's life. I have learned that he is generous and gracious, that he is irreverent and insightful, that he values and nurtures authentic friendships, and that he appreciates the importance of family and friends to be there for them when they need.
So when I met Josh, I watched him very carefully to make sure he could truly hang with us. My worries subsided when I watched him flailing around in the ocean in Puerto Rico, attempting to body surf, when he hustled myself and my cousins in a game of Monopoly while we all thought we were doing great, or when he discovered the ping pong ball gun my Grammy got for us and proceeded to chase us around the house with it. He's loyal, caring, and thoughtful, and I know he will continue to keep the big smile my sister has on her face.
So I think what he sees in her is somebody who is calm under tremendous pressure. I think he admires that in her, that she cannot be flustered, that she can ride out a bad situation. And she's a great person, very loving.
Joshua is, I'm not going to say he's guarded, but he's very measured about his feelings. She has allowed him to feel the things that he has in his heart.
You shine brighter than the stars in the sky. I am yours and I know you are mine.
We were in a family vacation on an Airbnb in Miami Beach, Florida, last August. And I kind of knew that he was going to talk to us. So my husband and I are sitting on the terrace, and Josh comes in, and he starts to speak, and he goes completely white and blank. And so I immediately say, yes, 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 yes. And my husband's elbowing me because he had questions. He had questions to ask. And of course he asked them later, but he said to me, I had to ask him some questions. He never got to because the poor guy.
You shine so bright. This love is like the ocean that's crashing over me. It's like falling rain on the driest plains as far as eyes can see.
Those of you that know Marisa and Josh from your high school days know that this couple, indeed this day, was never a foregone conclusion. In high school, Josh was popular. funny, and cool. Marisa was not like Josh. Now, Marisa and Josh, I can only imagine what is in your hearts and minds at this moment, but I can say that with the passage of time, the thing that I can recall most vividly when I stood where you stand was the wonderment of how this person standing across from me, so perfect to my eyes, could look back upon me and deem me worthy. My greatest hope for the two of you is that you feel something like that yourselves today.
This love is like the church bells, as loud as they can ring.
The aras, there are 13 coins, and in exchanging these coins, Joshua and Marisa are vowing undying devotion and support. As we witness their acceptance of these coins, we also witness their willingness to be blessed with each other's company, with each other's dedication, and to always be there in heart and soul for each other in good times and in bad times. Joshua and Marisa, accept that these coins represent your love and dedication to each other that will be the true prosperity of your marriage. Promise that you will love and support each other for eternity. Please repeat after me. I, Joshua, promise that I will love and support you forever.
Promise that I will love and support you forever.
I, Marisa,
I'm Marisa.
promise that I will love and support you forever.
Promise that I will love and support you forever.
Let this mantilla be a symbol of the faithful love you have for each other. The mantilla is long enough to embrace two people that love each other and promise to always be together. And it is delicate, representing the fragility of a relationship which will require a lifetime of tending.
This love is like a mystery that's folding out in front of me. This love is like no other. It's right where I wanna be.
Family and friends, do you promise to support Marisa and Josh's union with love and commitment so that their marriage will be full of harmony, loyalty, and goodwill? If so, respond by saying, "We do."
We do. As you have consented to be united in the bonds of matrimony, and you have exchanged your wedding vows before all those present here today, therefore, by the powers vested in me, I pronounce you married. You may, if you wish, but only if you wish, seal your vows with a kiss.
Josh was working in investment banking in New York City at the time, and Marisa had recently moved to the city for a job at the Today Show. They ended up running into one another on a busy street corner. After that day, Josh walked Marisa to work every morning, even though it was a few hours earlier than he needed to be in, even though he was working crazy hours, and even though he was completely exhausted, he walked her in every morning. And I know that Marisa has been seeing stars since the day she reconnected with Josh.
But I think one of the defining moments are very shortly after they started dating. I just observed them together. She's throwing popcorn and he's catching it, and she's kind of like, "What do you want me to do? How do I do this better?" And it's so early in their relationship, and the two of them are so in sync that I've never seen two people work so well together. And 4 years later, they're still that way.
It's a very happy day, and when these happy days come, you really have to grab them because you never know what's going around the corner. And I think that's what it means to me. It's a great day for me to see her so happy and to see them together. I think the sum of the parts is better than them individually. I think the people they become together is better than the people they are alone. And I'm very happy that she found him and that he found her.
My baby has found the man she loves, and who loves her just as much. My beautiful baby girl just married the handsome baby boy that Carolyn and Brian so lovingly and successfully raised. I know that Josh will take care of my baby and love and protect her. I know he loves her just as much as she loves him.
I hope that the person they see in each other today is the person they'll continue to see when they're married 30 years, as I have. That they should look into each other's eyes and really see that person that they're seeing today. They never lose that.
He's the baby of the family. So the realization that I have 3 children married to people I love dearly, I feel very complete. I feel like if this was my last day on earth, I would know that they're with somebody that's going to make them happy for the rest of their lives, and I feel very fulfilled for my children.
As we envisioned this night, what we really wanted was all of our family, all of our friends in one place, a big party and a big celebration, and we're just so thankful people traveled from so far to be here to make that happen for us, and I guess let's keep the party rolling. All right.
Marisa and Josh, it was a beautiful ceremony. I cannot believe how happy you both were. I'm glad that you didn't completely lose it during the ceremony, and I just wish you the world of happiness in all the years to come. We are going to be here to support you, and we're all thrilled that you're together. We love you.
I wish you both a lifetime of happiness together. Congratulations. Best wishes. Here's to Marisa and Josh.
Never thought I could get the chance to be here with you.
You are so good together. You love each other, you care for each other. I know you have a very bright future, but I want you to know that after being married 37 years to a wonderful man, as wonderful as our partners are, there will be ups and downs, there will be struggles. Just know we're here to support you in whatever you do. And don't move too far away.
Beth, Josh and I were often wondering where we're gonna go next in life, different cities, different careers, but I really don't have to worry about that anymore now that I know he's with Marisa. I know wherever it is that they end up, it's gonna be the right place.
Learning money don't mean that you have it all. You've been changing me.
We pray that this marriage will always bring glory to God, joy to Josh and Marisa, and blessings to their families for generations to come. And we pray that the world might be a better place simply because Josh and Marisa fell in love.
Crazy fools to left feet, step by step, heartbeat by beat.
Save the intensity of this moment, the feeling of future's promise of your mutual purpose, however fleeting. Save it for later. Save it for a moment when you can reaffirm your commitment to each other, because I assure you that the day will come when it will be tested. Promise me that you will speak from the heart when it matters most.
And we just also wanted to thank both sets of parents for really just being amazing examples of what marriage can be for both of us. We're blessed enough to have 2 sets of parents who love us both unconditionally, love us together as a couple, and we're really excited that we get to join these families together.
Step by step, heartbeat by beat. Life's a song, love's a dance. So come and take my hand.
Would you please stand and raise your glasses in a toast to the bride and groom, my daughter Marisa and my new son Joshua. May you live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. Cheers.
If their high school experiences had been filmed by director John Hughes, in the cafeteria scene, Josh would be surrounded by friends, wearing a leather varsity jacket at the cool kids table, holding court and making weekend plans. Marisa would be sadly seated at the nerd table, wearing overalls, eating cottage cheese, while around her, her friends would be discussing the finer points of Dungeons and Dragons and Settlers of Catan. And by the way, those of you who are here, who were with Marisa at that table in high school, I hate to break it to you, particularly in this very public way, but you will be at that very table tonight.
Your speech written on your hand?
You didn't? No, I picked up a glitter ball.
Is it glitter ball?
Come on, Mom, put the chocolate.
Hi, baby girl. Oh, I'm not gonna mess with your makeup. Hollywood.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be honest, I was a little nervous about doing this, but then my dad got a standing ovation last night, so I realized it's a pretty soft crowd. So
Were we perfect parents? No. We allowed her the occasional Mountain Dew, which invariably caused her to ricochet off walls for a minimum of 3 to 4 hours. One day it seems both of us forgot to pick up our budding flautist from band practice in a monsoon and only realized it when one place at the dinner table was empty.